and welcome to another IADC update. This evening we're back on the field, and yes, we're out in the blazing hot sun. Anyway, we are going to be going around the site again to show you what is happening, all the new developments, so that you can follow and know exactly where we are with the construction of the Argyle International Airport, where I am standing right now overlooking the very picturesque Stubbs Bay. And yes, it is a day made for postcards, as you can see behind the lovely Stubbs Bay. Now where we are here, we are continuing the construction of the embankment, which will facilitate the lighting of the airport runway, as well as the road coming over from Moncoke right across here that would eventually connect to the Warwick Road. So this area on the southern end of the runway will a little later become the road that you will use to gain access to Warwick if you're coming from the Stubbs end. Now of course, if you're coming from the Windward end, then there will also be another road over there that you can access right in front of the Argyle Primary School. So the guys here are working hard. When we came here last time, they were coming up, but they were nowhere nearly as close as they are now. And if you were following us before, you will see that we have made a tremendous amount of strides here with the construction of the embankment here on the southern end of the Argyle International Airport runway. Now we are going to be going around the site. We're going to show you the work that is taking place on the northern end. That is the road coming from the Argyle School to connect back to this area, and other developments taking place on site. So stay with us and we'll bring it out to you. Well, we are on our way to show you what progress is being made on the connecting road on the northern side of the runway. But before we get up there, we have made a pit stop right here to show those of you who have been inquiring about the city fence and the height, just to give you an idea of how high it is from this angle. This is on the old Windward Highway, just around the area that we formerly refer to as Lovers Lane. But this is where we are, and if you look, if I move out of the way here, just ahead of me, you get a pretty good idea of how high the rock fill is and the city fence that we are doing here at the Argyle International Airport. It is just on top the city fence here that we have the rock fill, that we are constructing the new access road that would reconnect to this very road that I'm standing on. So that old road that we had from the Argyle Primary School is going to be coming right down that little hill, right back to here, going around to Warwick, and eventually reconnecting to the road that is coming in from the southern end. So this is what is going on here. We're going to move from here, we're going to go up the hill to show you exactly the amount of work that we have done so far on the road. So come with us as we go. Alright, if you see me sweating and water running off, it's one of those blazing hot days at Argyle, and there is very little wind. Nonetheless, we are where we can show you on the northeastern side of the runway, where the fencing work, there's fencing work going on all across the site right now, but on this end a significant amount of fencing work has been done and is ongoing. So if you look along here, just in front of the road that I have been telling you about all along, we have the fencing taking place, and this is how we are fencing the airport. As the areas are freed up, we move in and we fence those particular areas, so that at the end of the day, when the work is finished here, the fencing will also be completed. So I'm going to walk across here to show you exactly what is happening with the road construction here on the northeastern end of the airport. This is just across here. Alright, so where I'm standing here, this is on the new Argyle Road that we have constructed here on reclaimed land. All of this is reclaimed land, and as I showed you down below, the embankment that we have created, that's the rock fill for the city fence work that we have done here. This road, incidentally, already has asphalt on it, and they continue to work on it all the way around, right up to the very front of the Argyle Primary School. Of course, before we did all of this work, the road ran a little bit more in there, coming around to connect back down there. We have brought it out because we have reclaimed a significant amount of land here at the northeastern end of the runway. So you will be using, when we cut off the road that you're using right now on the Argyle Gardens Road, because we would have to close that off very soon so that we can continue the construction of the runway coming across the 191 channel. When we would have closed that road, that access to the Warwick residents, to Mount Pleasant residents, to Argyle offices, etc., this is the road that you will be using to get to the IADC. It will also be the road you would use to get to Mount Pleasant if you live around there, and to Warwick on this side of Argyle for those who have interest in coming around here. So in addition to the road being constructed here and the fencing work being done here, we have also put in drains on this side. So we're making everything ready so that there is never any loss of access coming around this side of the airport. Okay, we're going to continue to go around the site and see what else is happening. Stay with us. We continue to bring you the sights and songs and developments here at the site of the Argyle International Airport. And currently, we are standing where the Yambu River once flowed. Remember, just a few short weeks ago, we routed a part of the Yambu River, which is now flowing inside of the culverts that we constructed adjacent to here. And this is the area where the old river flowed. Our task now is to have this area filled up so that we can continue the construction of the runway coming right across here. Now, it's a big task, it's a lot of filling up to do, but what we are doing, as we did with the filling up of the 191 channel and what we are doing now with the filling up of the 220 channel, we're filling up the center first. This is the area where the runway will actually cross. So we're working on that area first so that we get to the runway level and we can continue the construction of the runway coming right across here without much interruption. When this is done, while they're working on this, other crews around here will be continuing to work on the filling up of the other areas that need to be filled up. So this is where we are right now, and you can get a good look at where they're dumping all of this material that they're bringing in. And if the camera will pan behind me to show you the height that we have come up so far. So this work is going well, and I anticipate that within a few weeks they should have this area filled to the desired level so that we can continue to come across here with the runway and connect to this area over here, which is already paved. That is the task at hand, and we are working at it. Stay with us, we have more to show you. Thank you for staying with us. We are continuing to monitor the progress on the construction of the entry road to the passenger terminal building here at the Argyle International Airport, and the work is coming along at a good pace. What we are seeing here is the construction of the sidewalk that's ready for pedestrian crossing, and construction of the slip drains here as well. The work is ongoing on the road itself. We have compaction work being done as they are preparing the base for the eventual pavement with the asphalt. Now, if you look right behind me, this what seems to look like a drain in the center here is not a drain, but really is for aesthetic purposes. We will be planting some nice plants in there to bring a little bit more ambience to this area as you drive into the passenger terminal area here at the Argyle International Airport. So this work is picking up on the other side. We can see the workmen busy at work constructing the sidewalk as well as the slip drains in that area. So this work is ongoing, and very soon we are hoping to see the start of the asphalt pavement for this piece of road. Okay, Don't go away. We're going to go around to the cargo terminal and see what is happening there with the cargo terminal and also the airside electrical substation. Well, we're on the last leg of this update and we have come to pay a visit at the cargo terminal building, and that work is moving apace. From the last time we showed it to you, you can see the advancements that they have made, and they are getting ready to do the beams at the top there on this building. Also of significance is that they're now putting a stone surface on the walls here at the cargo terminal building, and that would eliminate some of the maintenance work that they will have to do there. So it eliminates the painting, it makes the building stronger because of the stonework that they're doing there, and the building is being prepared to last certainly for a very long time. Behind the cargo terminal building, they are also constructing the airside electrical substation, and that work too is going well. They have already cast the floor and the wallings have started to go up. Next door to that, right in front of the cargo terminal building, we've seen the continuation of the setting of the molds so that they can continue the pavement in that area so that we can get out of there as soon as possible. Over on the runway, we have placed the emulsion on all of the runway, coming from the southern end right down into to the end of the 2nd kilometer, close to the 191 channel where we have stopped, so that we can work on the 191 channel, filling that up and continuing the construction of the runway right across this. So that emulsion is on, and very soon, by early next week, we should see the start of the pavement for the 2nd coat of the asphalt, that is the wearing coat. So that has been done, and coming across on the first taxiway, the emulsion has also been placed there, and that too will soon be getting the wearing coat. Of course, we have the taxiway in front running parallel to the apron here, and the other taxiway close to the commercial apron in front there to get the first base coat of asphalt. But the work is ongoing and things are shaping up here at the Argyle International Airport. This is all we have for you today. We ask you to continue to support the project, to continue to pray that the weather holds, that the money flows, so that we can keep on the schedule that we are on, and that we can reach a target that we are aiming for. We are hoping to have this place ready for operation towards the end of the year. That is the target. We're working towards it, and all things being equal, we should get there. That is the target. Hopefully we will get there. We keep our fingers crossed and we keep praying that that is the result. So continue to support the project, and as together we continue to work towards the fulfillment of a Vincentian dream. We'll see you next time.